Okay, so I just got shut down out of the last live stream. So what happened is that they started axing your comments. This would be YouTube that's doing this, and it might be in coordination with the ISP that I'm using. I don't know. Yeah, I know it died. So this is a location where I'm at right now. Is the best location that I can possibly stream from. Um, there's like when I started these streams, started making videos and was live streaming and having like success in the beginning in terms of signal. This is my where I'm at right now is like the Alamo, where I'm like in visual range of a tower and have really good reception. Like positive bars. And so you know there's just weird shit. Like the last stream, what happened? They were shutting out your comments, so like I can't see your comments. I don't know if you're commenting or what. It's just weird shit. It's all stunning. It's got to be actor stunning. So like I am aware that they're watching this. They're watching this. I'm not sure why they haven't killed me. But 5G will fix it. Yeah, no. Well, somebody says watch out, dude, and you seem to be a targeted individual. So like, I'm just not even worried about that. I assume I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be totally honest. I assume when I started doing this, like I assume that I'm gonna be like murdered and probably like my family's gonna get murdered. You know, I already accepted that. Anyway, anyway, I don't know. Uh, yeah. So what we were talking about in the last stream that seems to be, I guess the issue is that I'm trying to identify what's going on right now is like the staging for a coup, nationwide coup, nationwide enforcement of the transition of government, and it probably means that we're a lot closer than I thought. Uh, I don't think that they're worried. I don't think I don't think the people that are doing all this shit are worried at all. I think that they're nervous in the same way that you get nervous before you do like some kind of big coordinated up. To be honest, I don't blame them because you know humanity doesn't really have if you guys are gonna get through this, you're gonna need some help. But I don't know. All right, don't move the phone. Okay, let's put it up here on the steering wheel. All right, there we go. Okay, we're good. What did I really want to talk about? I hope you guys wake up, even if you do the wrong thing. I'm just spitting right now. I'm drinking a pale ale. Or drinking pale ale. There's no, it's just a bunch of spit. Yeah, it's very, right now, the tension in the air is thick. And the reason why is because we're basically all individuals with the idea in our mind thinking like, who else is worried, right? Like, who else sees what's going on, who's worried? And then we have a synthesized perception of reality that's presented us through the control apparatus that gives a picture that's just otherworldly, right? It's not even reality. And people are all sitting there regardless of like what they see into it. Like, everybody knows that something's wrong and they're not entirely sure what it is, and they all have different plans on how they're going to deal with it, right? Like, they're starting to make plans and they're like, what do I do, right? And that would range in everything from like the prepping dudes, like dudes that are prepping, to like military, like like fucking killers, straight up killers that are, not necessarily watching the stream, just people that are like, aware generally, in a broad sense of what's going on, and they're going like they're coming up with their battle plans right now, like in the interim. What society needs, I guess this is what we should talk about. We've talked a lot about the type of stuff that's going to happen. We haven't really, I've purposefully avoided discussing what I think you should do. The reason that I've avoided it is because I'm trying to encourage you to come up with your own side of the world, and to gain enough self-esteem to be able to deduce deduce reality and discard the false paradigm by getting used to not listening to people, right? And it's hard for me to do that if I was telling you guys what I think you should do, right? Yeah, I need to do a solar stream. I'll do the solar still stream soon. Maybe I might do it tomorrow if I have time. I'm gonna die on batteries, so I'm gonna wrap this up. The key to getting through this is to detach yourself from the state, so that you stop giving it energy, and not just from the state, but from the economic system, because your actual state isn't real. It's a puppet. It's a corroded framework of a house that used to, stand in a different way because that was the picture that was shown you, and now it's moving into a different paradigm. Now, if you don't want to go into the paradigm where it's going, you're not going to like it. It's very bad. It's very bad. It's not only bad for you, it's bad for all of humanity and the future generations. And so you don't, even if you're, complacent enough to just accept it, just be like, well, I guess it's just the way it is, it's not worth fighting. You don't have the right to do that, because you don't have the right to sell away your own children and your future generations and the future of humanity. You don't have the right to do it. And so now you're still going to have a choice whether or not you resist, right? It's not like anybody can force your choice, right? But you're in the wrong if you're thinking that you're just going to stand on the side and get out of the way of the train. There is no getting out of the way. You can't get out of the way of this train. You're going to be swallowed up. Now, like I said before, the entire mechanism of how this has been accomplished is through money, through willing participation. As things progressively get worse, you're going to have more opportunity to detach, and you guys need to detach hard fucking core. Now, you can still use the internet as long as you understand that it's a tracking you know, it's entirely a tracking and propaganda network that's completely weaponized. And like, you know, I'm aware of that shit. I don't like consume media. I'm just here dumping shit on the internet for people, like a little fucking pirate radio station. The you need to detach from everything. Society will have to now. Thankfully, I think, you know, in terms of looking at logic, I think that some of this stuff is going to manifest on its own, naturally, whether you want it to or not, eventually. But there's probably a lot of pain before that. And when I'm talking about like money, like the use of money. So you're going to have the fake economic crash in the United States, but at the conclusion of this, you're going to have the dissolution of the technology of money. And there's not really... my battery's going to die before I could finish explaining in depth that. But I'm confident that that is where you'll go naturally, no matter what. Even if you don't want to. Even if humanity doesn't do it willingly, I think you're going to get there. You should be thinking about your family and looking at things suspiciously. And if anybody's out there that's like, if you're a direct action kind of guy, I'm not going to change your mind. You shouldn't use violence. The actual, I mean, everything that's occurring is occurring through entities and facilities and material, but it's all interconnected. And so if you're, you know, naturally what's going to manifest when this thing pops off and goes into fucking war, which is going to happen any way that you cut it, it's just completely unavoidable. It's not the right answer, but that's what's going to happen. And you're automatically going to get fucking, it's going to come through and affect civilian populations. And you're going to have big losses. And that's because of the effects of globalization and interconnectivity. And they're going to try to rebuild something that is no good. That you're not going to like. But anyway, your most effective target for your direct action guys are going to be like basically everything that you use for luxury and convenience. And that is, you know, like, that is the system that's going to be used to track all you guys, and that is also the system that you're relying on for comfort, and it's all the same. And so you're pretty much, you're going to have manifest in this thing, no matter how it shakes out, you're pretty much going to have a scorched earth. Like, you're going to have scorched earth shakeout in this conflict that's coming up. No matter what. Because as soon as if you can imagine, as soon as you guys start fighting, it's a domino effect. Every target that you hit, every bridge that you hit, every fucking central bank that you hit, every whatever you take out, it doesn't matter, right? And it could be, I'm talking either side. I'm talking about the government apparatus responding to you, or you, if you're going to take on the government apparatus. Everyone or everything around you is caught in the middle, and there's going to be a chain reaction of products that come from that. The people that are listening to what I'm saying and thinking about it like, yeah, and that's why we can't do it, so we have to, you know, we have to fight people that try to do that. You guys are going to be the tools of world government. Period. You're on the bad guys team. Okay? The people that are going to create mayhem and hurt people, like, in their effort to fight world government, are also bad. It's all bad. Your autonomy as an individual, your place on the earth, given to you by God, that is the righteous place to fight from. All right, I'm gonna go sleep.